Let's get into the movie of the week next. Super Mario Galaxy movie. Jet was super excited. I was super excited. I don't know if Cody was excited one way or the other. But let's get into it. Cody, Cody, you can start it off. What you think?
I think this visually probably is one of the best animated films I've seen.
Yeah, I can see that.
It looks amazing.
Galaxy was crazy. The Galaxy was crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
High hopes though, because I feel like they're showing that you can make an animated universe, and I feel like everybody's just gonna hop on board because this is endless. This is literally endless money now, and they could literally do this, and I'm not exaggerating, forever. Like realistically speaking, obviously, like, it's all fun and games. The stories is very generic, but it's not generic boring. It's entertaining because of all the characters, the cameos, all the people that love all the people from the universes. Yeah. So seeing all of that happen, obviously, it's so dope, man. It's like refreshing. Like, oh, they finally can get something done correctly in some form of fact. Like, it's nice, you know. We don't have no ugly Sonic to worry about, and everybody's done with that, you know. So it's like it feels good. I really enjoyed it. I do think people should like watch it because I feel like for what they could do in the future, like it's just nice to like follow along with it because it wasn't bad. I don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be stupid high on it because I feel like it's not there for me personally. So like overall with everything, I still enjoyed it. I'm gonna say it's probably like an 8, and I might be pushing it probably 7, but I'm at an 8 because I feel like I came out of this one excited. I don't know why. Like, maybe you guys figured it out for me, but yeah.
There you go. Jet?
Yeah, I'm right there with Cody. I'm also at the 8. I think the first one, probably narratively was better. But this one is way more fun. Way more fun. I was just sitting there like, man, I just felt like a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm in this theater with a bunch of other little kids, and they're just all going crazy, different cameos that they don't even fucking understand. But because they didn't grow up with that era, yeah. But they're seeing all these characters and they're getting excited. They see the character that was unfortunately spoiled, and after seeing the movie, I think if they wouldn't have done that, it would have hit 10 times fucking harder.
Yeah, an extra point.
Like, yeah, that would have been an extra point.
Fucking insane. How Cody started his thing off, I hadn't thought about greatest ever, but really thinking about it, it might be.
Like, I was like stunned. Like, and I know the bar is already high, like it's a standard, but I feel like every time there was anything happening, I'm like, yo, this looks crazy. Like,
like there was a point where, and I don't know why I can't remember what it is, but there was like this zoomed out shot of, I don't know if it was a mountain or a giant thing they were fighting. I can't remember, but it was something that was transforming into like good stuff, and that shit looked crazy to me. Like my eyes couldn't process what the fuck I was looking at. It was so incredible. Yoshi was a W. Like we all know he would be. He was as soon as he got on screen, he was a W from beginning to end. And the only really negative I have is that it's just not that strong of a movie narrative wise. Like honestly, that part kind of sucked, but everything else was fun. It's a fun movie. It's a good time at the theater. I had a blast. Andrea fucking loved it because she's a Nintendo head. Like that was the systems that she grew up with, and all the different references, the way that they remixed the OG songs and theme music. Like it was just a good time. And I'm also at the 8.
Yeah, I am right here with these guys. 8's all around. That's exactly where I came out of thinking. The narrative was the only, not necessarily weak, but simple. But and I'm seeing that go around. But when you think about the OG Super Mario games in particular, what was the story of the game? Save the princess. That's what we did. So I didn't have a problem with that. And it was get to point A to point B, and that's what it was. And I didn't have an issue with that. And it wasn't strong, but it is what it is. That's that. At the end of the day, I think that's what Mario was, and that was the only knock on it. Visually, you guys talked about it, was phenomenal, was great. All the little tidbits of just they just gave you just tiny tidbits of the song, you know, dun dun dun, and then that was it, you know. And whether they were going into that dungeon and the very first opening of the scene, or you know, going through the galaxy, things like that, they would bring up these little tidbits of the music, and that was pretty cool. You know, everybody was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely the disappointment was not necessarily disappointment in the character, but disappointment in the reveal. Fox McCloud, like I was just looking out for it, man. And when I'm doing that, it's like, fuck, man, I can't enjoy the movie. It's like, oh, okay, is he gonna come out here? No, he's not gonna come out here. Okay, cool. And then they drop the line of like, hey, I'm looking for a pilot. Oh, all right. Well, now I know he's gonna show up there, and that was disappointing, but it was still really cool to see him on screen. Glenn Powell's voice just fit him so perfectly, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that aspect was cool, but just the reveal sucked. I will say Bowser Jr. was great. Dude, that dude was a ninja. He was a ninja. He looked cool. His aesthetic looked awesome. When he had his paintbrush and he put his armor on and his bandana, that shit looked great, man. Like that shit was insane to look at. So that was a big W for me on that. Rosalina was cool to see her on screen. Wish we would have got a little bit more, you know, but once they captured her, that's the point, you know, then you got to go rescue her. But when they gave her opening scene, and you know, some of that's in the trailer, I thought that was pretty cool. So shout out to, and that's Brie Larson. So shout out to her too for doing that. That was pretty cool. But yeah, the movie was really good. Like it was solid. It was, you know, nothing crazy. I was looking at Letterboxd, and the first Super Mario Bros. I gave an 8 as well. And I think I'm there. I don't think, you know, one's narratively better, but the other one was just a lot of fun and different characters and stuff like that. It's just, you know, 2 different 8s. So I don't know. That's just kind of weird. That's where I was at on that. But yeah, fantastic. I think all around, definitely recommend checking it out. It's really worth the time. It's really cool. This is going to make a lot of money. Obviously, I think we'll talk about that later on in the news, but this is going to make a lot of money. Just got a huge W on that front for his draft there. So that'll work out. But yeah, 8s all around here from us. I thought it was fantastic. Anything else, boys, that you guys want to
add? Go see it. I will say that.
Yeah,
go see it.
Because
it is getting dragged through the mud, actually. I'm not gonna
it is. It is.
People are shitting on it.
Yeah.
But like, don't go into it thinking that you're gonna get
Wow Robot
fucking interstellar plot. Like that's not what this is.
Yeah.
Like, they're both in space, but
it's animated. Interstellar.
This isn't what the fuck this is, man. And honestly, like I'm gonna be blunt, bro. Like if you don't like this movie from anything other than like a narrative perspective, I just think you don't know how to have fun. Yeah. Or you didn't grow up with these games, and I guess fair, but man, I had so much fun. Like I was smiling from ear to ear with so many different scenes. That scene where Yoshi's walking through New York, bro, that shit was so fucking funny.
That shit was cool. Yeah, that shit was cool.
Like just have a good time, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but this shit was so fun to me. I had a good time.
Them pulling out the fucking fire flower. I said, that is sick. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
They were using those powers. And then was it at the end of the first one? I don't remember, right? Because I watched it recently. But him putting on the cape. No, that was at this one too. Him putting on the cape, which was always my favorite power up to grab in the games and stuff. I thought that was cool. I was hoping for a little spin. You know how he does the little spin and then kind of go up, but they didn't do it. But no, seeing the cape was cool. Yeah, it was just a fun time. I echoed it. Was just,
and that was really cool too, because they called it, and maybe this is where they kind of fucked up, but they called it Super Mario Galaxy, but it took inspiration from a lot of Mario games.
Yeah,
like, this wasn't the story of Super Mario Galaxy, and it also took a lot of inspiration from different games. Like Andrea was, because I didn't play this one, but Andrea was telling me that the paintbrush is actually from Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
So obviously they took different things, which is fine, but maybe people would have liked it more if they followed the narrative from Galaxy, because obviously people love the fucking Galaxy games, because I think there's 2 of them. But no, this movie did a lot of cool things. I really liked when they were kind of trapped by Bowser Jr. and he has him on the screen, and it's going from 8-bit to like back to how it was.
That was literally the game. Yeah, that was literally the game.
It was cool. Yeah, man, this movie's fun. This movie's fucking fun.
Yeah. There you go. But at the end of the day, our reviews are just our opinions. Encourage you to go out and watch this movie, get your own thoughts, come back and share all those with us.